we're back um, with the secondary part of topic 8. This will be philosophy 9, 10 minutes. Same question. It's outer space, the ocean. Except with this philosophy 9, we're going to go as to why I believe that outer space is indeed the ocean. We've already referenced the Apocrypha, the Septuagint with the Apocrypha. Genesis, first chapter, 6 through 8, 6, 7. And it explained to us, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water. So we want to make sure that we understand that the element of water has always been there. It will always be there. Right? It looks like I named my academy very well. All sacred waters, spiritual academy of peace. Yes, sacred water has always been there. And the reason why water is so sacred is because nothing can live without water, correct? We're made up of roughly 96% water ourselves, right? Which also makes the projection of our physical bodies and the substance and element of water even more sacred, correct? Yes, indeed. And for water to be referenced in the beginning of the Bible, Hebrew, and the Septuagint, Greek translation from Hebrew Bible to Greek translation, they reference the similarities of the same thing, water. We want to note that the firmament was created, the firmament, and the firmament was called heaven. So we know that this is above us, correct? And we're below the firmament, correct? Yet we can still see our oceans. But if the firmament was meant to separate us from the water, we shouldn't be able to see the water, right? Or it be able to touch us, since that separates and divides between the two, right? But there's the whole point there. In the midst of the waters, the firmament was created to separate the waters that were from above, just heaven. And we know heaven, once you go up, this is outer space to us. That's out there. Heaven, like, oh, that's up there. But there's a firmament there. So there's something that's placed here, okay, to separate the water from above from the water from below, which is to us known as the ocean. And here we are on earth, correct? Below. And as I referenced in the Septuagint with the Apocrypha and the King James Bible of Genesis chapter 1, verses 6 to 8, it literally tells us this, that outer space is made of water. It's literally telling us that from Hebrew to Greek to English. You understand? It's telling us the same thing. Correct? We have no reason not to, if we have no reason not to believe what it says. They're like, well, you didn't read the first chapter. Some would say you didn't read the first chapter before. No, the water was already there. Okay, let's go to the Septuagint chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God made the heavens and the earth. Verse 2. but the earth was unsightly and unfurnished, and darkness was over the deep, and the Spirit of God moved over the water. Now, we all know when you go into the ocean, right? The deeper you go, you get away from the sun, right? It gets darker. And it says over the deep, okay? Deep and dark. We know the ocean is deep. We know that it is dark. You need lights to go further down, but yet below is the ocean and the water. The dark is deep, but so is above us. And it's only the firmament, which is called heaven, that separates us from the water above us. Because the water that the Lord was hovering over, the deep, wasn't separated in time. So this is all considered the deep. You see, this is all considered the deep and the dark waters until God separated it. You see, it's still the deep. It's still dark. It's still the ocean. It's still the waters. This is the only divide here. Okay? This is the only divide here. Okay? And let's go to verse 3. And God said, let there be light, because it's dark. Why? In the ocean. The darker you go down, you need that to be able to see. Correct? In the ocean, you need light. There will be light. And there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. Of course, you want to be able to see in front of you. And God divided between the light and the darkness. Another divide between light and darkness. They're two parts of the same degree. We're going to stay right here with it. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and there was evening, and there was morning the first day. And after this verse 5, chapter 1 through 5 in Genesis, it goes on to reference 6 and 8 of the Septuagint with the Apocrypha in regards to, and God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water, which we know from Genesis 1 through 5, according to the Septuagint and Apocrypha, that this is the waters, this is the deep, this is the all deep, dark waters. Right? And the firmament was created in the heavens. And let it be a division between water and water. See? And it was so. Let it be a division between water and water. You see? The firmament is heaven. On a philosophical theory and conclusion, according to the Septuagint and the Apocrypha, and also reference to the King James Bible, they say the same thing as far as the divisions of the water and the water, separating the water from the water above and separating the water from below with the firmament, which is heaven, as we know as the sky. So above the sky, if this was the water above, this has to be an ocean. This is the ocean that we know below us. We're just in the midst, right, of the waters, in the deep and the dark, earth, and our life, and other things as well. I'm almost convinced this is why the stars are the other planetesimals that we see at nighttime twinkle at night. As we all know that everything vibrates and everything moves, and of course, water is constantly